Certain moments never leave us. Certain hunger never seems to hold you. Seems to hold you in crooked arms. And where the wind blows, where do we go? All these stories, deep as marrow. I struck a match, backlit your shadow. Got no choice now but to listen. The bond of memory, open season, and tell me, how do we break and bend? And tell me how the story ends. I never did say much to you. I never did say much at all. Tell it to me now. Break it to me now. Silence is not that golden thing. Found a message, secret passage, hands through the cobwebs, this hidden cabin, and what the rain gives, fair and furtive. Houses haunted by trees and spirits, as though we're wanted by ghosts who hear us and tell There's something about the distance that keeps us close. It's sweet to be missing someone, too long to ponder and love. The money is tight. We have miles in between, but honey, I'll find my way to you. I promise I'll find my way for bread and wine, fruit and cheese. Lay my head upon your knees at West 123.
Rise when the sun hits the far wall and walk to the end of the day. Carry around, carry on between us wandering. We see days filled with birdsong, and we see them gone away. An awful lot lost and beholding in a small secret way. For bread and wine, fruit and cheese, to lay my head upon your knees.
Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page.
Hello, those of you here in the room at Hugo House. Hello, those of you joining us on the stream. Welcome to the 16th Mainstage season from the Bushwick Book Club Seattle of original music inspired by books. We made it. My name is Wes Weddell. I am Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest, a 501c3 nonprofit here to deliver literature, music, and songwriting to the Seattle community while building the next generation of musicians and readers. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle acknowledges that our organization is headquartered and our events take place on the traditional and unceded lands of the Coast Salish people, including the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish. We invite our audiences to learn more about whose land they occupy and experience and suggest native-land.ca as a starting place. There's a little QR code there that maybe if you hold your phone just right above the piano but below the stool, you can get there. Thank you again for being here. Saying yes to art and community is a really important thing to do right now. And so we're happy to have you here celebrating, again, our 16th Mainstage season. Everything, this is our escape plan season. Every event is, every book, every title is escape themed this year in one way or another. Should also mention, for those of you watching at home on a small screen or who would like a little extra information, this was up for debate in the green room earlier. At one point, I was a 6 foot tall white guy. I might be 6 feet plus, including shoes these days. North of 40, kept his pandemic facial hair, wearing a shirt that belonged to my late father. The Book of Delights. Who's read it? Very good. Who read some of it but raised their hand anyway because peer pressure works that way? Yeah, essay collections are kind of like that. What happens if we pay attention? That is the quiet dare at the heart of the Book of Delights. Ross Gay's dazzling collection of daily essays that touch on everything from palm readings to Lisa Loeb. Funny, strange, full of questions, these kaleidoscopic observations invite you to pause and look closer, not to escape from the world, but to escape from distraction. I'm going to count backward from 3, and I want you, if you would like to participate, to verbalize the most delightful thing you can think of. At home, viewers, feel free to put it in the chat. Feel free to just think it and smile. Your volume choice is up to you. 3, 2, 1. There was a lot that just happened there. That was great. Thank you all for sharing. All right. The most delightful thing that happened to you today. 3, 2, 1. I heard one person say this, but not as loudly as free bagels. That was up front here. All right. And your delight wish for yourself, for your community, for the world. 3, 2, 1. I hope you receive it all. Tonight, we receive it all. Tonight, you will hear brand new music inspired by the Book of Delights from Where's Beth, Ben Mish, Mark Ippolito and J. Osa Boogie, Kay Van Petten, Peter Donovan, Townsend Solitaire, Amber Flame, Connor Cash Colbert, Asha Neely, Erika Lundahl, and Karen Laura Peters. Can we give them all a hand for saying yes, joining us tonight to kick off this season, to share their interpretation of delight or their response to it. What's going to happen is this. The show will happen in 2 acts with an intermission. After intermission, there will be a quiz. You could get chosen, come up on stage, maybe win a prize. You do not have to have read the book to participate in the quiz. In fact, reading the book will not help you, though there is a connection. If you're posting about tonight, because we still do that, feel free to use the hashtag Bushwick Book Club and tag away. Are you ready for some music? Where's Beth is the alt-folk project of songwriter Sarah Beth Wesley. I'm a Wesley. That's nice. Drawing on her work as a poet and professional ghostwriter. That's one word, not professional ghost writer. That would be a different undertaking. Where's Beth has been called a master at storytelling, writing songs that are poetic and playful and grounded in experience. Her 3rd album, recorded live in her home studio, is set to release early next year. Where's Beth has joined us in the past for original music inspired by The Devil's Highway. Here to kick off our 16th season here on the Hugo House stage, Where's Beth?
My favorite essay is still probably the one where 2 people of different heights are sharing a bag. Does anyone remember that one? And they're wobbling around, and they're still sharing the bag, even though they don't need to. I really love that one, and it feels like reading that and learning how to notice things happening in the world like that give me a more accurate perception of what people are really like at our core. And I really love the way that Roske writes about joy, because it reminds me of that. It gives me a lot of hope. And yeah, journaling about delight is something that I have started to do. And when I'm doing it, I feel a lot more connected to reality, which is a little counterintuitive when I think about all of the horrible things that are happening in reality. But yeah, that belief that the world is really beautiful, and that if we have this rose-colored way that we look at people and believe the best, that we're actually seeing it a little bit more accurately, is something that really comes through in this. So this time reading through the book, something that stuck out to me a lot was the essay about oblivious violence. And we were having a lot of wildfire smoke here at the time that I read the book, and all throughout the world really this summer. And so I started thinking about oblivious violence, this idea of the things that we do that contribute to this kind of haze that starts to block the way that we see beauty in the world and the way that we see what a beautiful life could be in the world. And so I started thinking about what are the things that I do that are kind of absurd, because the way that Roske writes about joy, it starts to point out how absurd it is to be hateful or to oppress, and it makes you just really want to participate in joy and go with the grain of nature and not move against it. And so I was thinking about what are the things I do that really start to create this haze and cover over joy, and how can I meditate on those and think about letting them go. So something I was thinking about was comparison, and the idea that comparing our lives to some abstract ideal or to other people is actually a somewhat violent act in such an abundant, beautiful world. So the song is called Comparison. Oh, and I should say, because I love delight journaling, I brought little handmade pamphlet journals that are free if you want one. Just come up to the merch table, and it's a bonus if you also buy some of my merch. Comparison. The fawn in the meadow looks like a dog, and I'm cherishing your company. It's paradise, this place we found to spend the night. Pitched a tent and the smoke rolled in, made love inside. Shadows, silver like an eclipse, but it's no eclipse. The forest is burning where we were before. There's no returning, no returning. There's a hole in our coffee table, shaped like a human heart, and you're waking up in stages. This one's my favorite part. Staring out the window, spilling coffee in your lap. I know I am lucky to be with you when you do things like that. Picked up my phone, the light of advertisement shone on my face, quickly to give way to comparison. Thanks so much.
Where's Beth? Where's Beth? The answer to that question on October 29th will be at the Temple Bar in Bellingham, and on November 13th at the Connor Burn Pub. So if you want to hear more of that, those are the places to be. This has been Mish. Oh, did we get it? Oh, we got a rescue sustain pedal from someone. Yeah, oh. You want a sustain pedal? I can get you a sustain pedal at 745. No problem. This is Ben Mish. Ben Mish is an experienced singer, songwriter, and performer. As a songwriter, Ben has licensed many songs for use in film and television. As a performer, Ben has toured extensively. Fun fact, Ben and I first met in the Old Rainier Brewery. Ben has joined us in the past for original music inspired by The Golden Compass, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, The Boys in the Boat, and other books beginning with the, and also not, but yeah, quite a bit. Ben Mish.
Hello, everybody. There's a William Carlos Williams poem that says this: "So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow glazed with rainwater beside the white chickens," which is to say, so much depends upon the day-to-day pleasures of life rather than the big, momentous occasions. And throughout this book, Ross Gay looks at the delights we can see in our lives, one each day, and contrast them as the light against the darkness that we all face. And there's a lot of the beauty in Ross Gay's language. On page 259, when speaking about another author, he says, "I wonder if the beauty of her sentences, the beauty of her thinking as communicated by her sentences, illuminate the possibility of our humanity." This got me thinking about the role of someone who creates a book like this, extolling the virtues of the mundane, in a way that lifts us up, which is what we as creators and performers of music are trying to do. So I thought about a conversation between someone who doesn't make music and someone who does make music, and I came up with this song about what it means to be a performer and a piano player and a singer. And it's called Big Oceans. I'm a piano player and a singer. Play originals. The people, they like it when they feel their cup is full. And when the show is done, I load up all my gear. I'm tired and I'm sweaty, and I'm driving away from here to my place out in the suburbs that holds my studio. I'm working on some projects, but they don't pay too much dough. But you could be dangerous if you held the world on a string. Tiny drops in big oceans make the pauper feel like a king. I'm a piano player and a singer. 6 gigs a week. My voice gets kinda tired and I don't get enough sleep. And at the top of the show, the people aren't drunk enough. The crowd just stares blankly. Sometimes it gets tough. I'm a piano player and a singer. It's better than saying yes sir. Eventually the crowd loosens up and the night's a bit of a blur. I'm a piano player and a singer. I make music for my pay. I have to say it's a pleasing life at the end of the day. But why do you play all those
shows. There seem to be highs, but there are so many lows. The calendar fills up and the years slip away. There's gotta be a better way to get paid. One time in a van, I was rolling from Portland back home. There were 4 buzzed men thinking about the things that they had done. Have you ever set foot on the Coliseum stage? Have you ever been driving when your song was played on the radio? The music inside won't go away. So I ask, why do you work all those hours? It must be secure, but what good is the power if you don't do the thing that you really love? It doesn't matter how you get paid. You gotta do what you love every day. We all sacrifice either way. And you could be dangerous if you held the world on a string. Tiny drops in big ocean make this papa feel like a king.
Thank you.
If after that you're thinking, I want to see him like 3 sets in and after I've had several more drinks, October 9th at North City Bistro would be your chance to do that up in North City and Shoreline. Or November 2nd at the Mirkwood Public House with his band Left Hand Smoke. And if you're thinking to yourself, that sounds great, but I'm not going to remember that because there's still 9 more musical acts to go. Well, we keep a digital program for every show that we do, which is an archive of links where you can find people, find out how to support them, follow them on social media, sign up for their email lists, because that's the thing they actually control the messaging around. It's a great way to support people. Oh, nice switch there. We got Executive Director Jeff Larson's nephew, Walter, on the slides in the back there. Nice work, Walter. So we got a QR code for that. We'll put that up a few more times, and it's there on the event page as well. At home, viewers, if the QR code isn't working through the small screen, which it probably isn't, you can head to bit.ly/delights-pgm, which might just be showing up in the chat right now. All right, we have our first-time performer of the night. After, on the big 15th anniversary season last year, we counted up, and since 2010, we learned that over 400 different musicians have performed in some capacity for the Bushwick Book Club Seattle since 2010, and we're so delighted for that number to keep going. So we have one fully first-time individual, and this is a half first-time act. Mark has joined us before, but Boogie, welcome to the club. Mark Ippolito is a proud member of Seattle's vibrant community of singers, songwriters, and regularly performs his original songs in venues throughout Puget Sound. Is that the Puget Sound area or the body of water?
In the body of water,
Okay.
too. I play on the
Hey,
ferry.
man, a gig is a gig. Jay Oso Boogie is a hip-hop soul rapper, singer, songwriter who found his way to Seattle via Colorado. His cryptic writing style, transparent storytelling, and soulful performances have placed him on a variety of stages, from the African American Youth Leadership Conference to bars and guitars. Please welcome Mark Ippolito and Jay Oso Boogie.
Thank you. Just before we do our song, I want to say just a few things. For those watching from the small screens or just need a little bit more visual description, I am a 60-plus-year-old white guy, black hair, dark glasses. I've got a vibrant green T-shirt on that happens to have a beautiful illustration of my co-writer and co-performer, Jay Oso Boogie, merch table outside. So if you're digging it, help yourself.
Thank you.
And
That was supposed to be my line, but go ahead. Thank you.
And so I'll just say a few quick things. First, 3 delights. We're here to celebrate delights tonight, right? Everybody's on board with that, I know. My first delight that I want to talk about is Ross Gay's book. It was just such perfect timing this summer. I don't have to tell you all, it's been a challenging time out there. And so to have this book and this writing and the celebration of delights was just, it was such the right thing at the right time. So I can't thank Bushwick enough for inviting me to read the book, immerse myself in it. Sarah Beth said she read it, this was her 3rd time, I think she said she read it. I read it 3 times this summer, because I just loved going back over and over and over it and just immersing myself. And what I found is, like Ross did, the more you focus on delights, the more you see. So I invite you to do that. Second delight, I really do need to, this is my 3rd time performing on the Bushwick stage, and so for that I'm extremely grateful to Bushwick. Can I get a show of hands of how many Bushwick members we have in the audience? All right, so if you did not raise your hand, I really want to give you the delight of becoming a Bushwick member. Now, I'm not on the board, I'm a performer who just enjoys doing this, but I will tell you that the role that Bushwick plays in bringing together our creative community here in Seattle around celebrating literature, around celebrating song, around celebrating music is just, it's just such an incredible gift for our community. And so whatever you can do, I really invite you. I know our membership director is here tonight. Certainly talk to Wes, talk to Jeff, go on the website. $5 a month, become a sustaining member, $1 a month, $100 a month, whatever's right for you. But I really implore you to embrace yourself in the delight of Bushwick, because it is such a valuable asset. And just a quick shout out to the Bushwick staff. These people are working tirelessly to put on events like this. And they're also in the community doing education with students. They're working with writers and writers' workshops. I mean, it's just pervasive, the amount of work these folks are doing. And as an artist, I couldn't be more grateful for the support that they've shown me. So please support Bushwick. Third delight. I'm all about, my delights typically, I know Wes was asking us to shout out delights, typically revolve around the relationships that I have in my life, and I've been blessed to have some amazing relationships in my life. But the man to my right here this evening, J.O. Boogie, being in his company and getting to know him as a human being has absolutely been such a delight for me. I talked about the community of songwriters in Seattle that Bushwick is a part of. 6 months ago, Boogie came to see me perform here because we had met at an open mic. And he was just blown away. He said, wow, could I do something like this someday? And I said, of course you could. I said, talk to Jeff, talk to Wes, and lo and behold, I get asked to perform on the September bill, and Boogie gets invited to perform with me. And I have to say, it has just been an absolute delight to get to work with this incredibly talented musician who you're about to hear, and it's a gift. So here we're going to celebrate delights tonight. And with that, turn it over to Boogie, whatever you got to say. And we're going to play our song.
First off, you didn't tell me you read the book 3 times.
I'm a fast reader.
You didn't divulge that with me. Jay also Boogie. As he said, I got some merch. This is my merch as well. I designed this right here. Well, I drew it, but then I have a friend who designed it, and that's my merch as well. Believe it or not, they have been selling fast these past 2 weeks. So if you do like some merch, I have stickers back there too with that same face. So please go do that. If I don't have your size or what you want or color, there's a barcode you can scan. You can order it, put your address, get shipped to your house. You know, very great merch. Actually had a show earlier today, and someone, what I find delight in, crazy, just hit me. I had a show earlier today, and this gentleman in his like 60s, he wanted merch. I was wearing a gray shirt with my face on it, and he was like, I want that color. I'm like, I don't got it, you gotta order online. And he didn't want to do that. So what I find delight in is that this is the first person who said, you know what? I showed him a yellow shirt with my face on it. He said, how about you wear the yellow one and you give me the shirt off your back? So I find delight in that someone was able to buy a used shirt off of me.
And celebrate.
Yeah, and with, with my gel deodorant in it and all that good stuff. So I find delight in that. About the book, Ross Gay, shout out to him. I was one of those kids who always read. When I became an adult and started writing, I thought, I don't need to read anymore. but I was one of those kids always read. Anybody remember I don't know if they did this in Washington, but the Pizza Hut coupons? Yeah, I used to read and get a pizza every month. So fast forward to now, I saw this, and I'm all about perfecting your craft when it comes to music. Perfecting your craft, whether it be breathing, memorization, how you write, when you write, what you write about. I always hone myself on perfecting your craft. So when I saw this, I said, yo, this is gonna make my writing go leaps and bounds. So looked at the book, judged it by its cover immediately. The Book of Delights, couple essays that I liked. Whoop-de-doo, a good one. Negrading, I believe that was I can't remember the word. I think he made up a word. And Stacking Delights, which is how the song was inspired. I was reading and I was just like, how am I going to write a song about this? And then I got to Stacking Delights, man, and he talked about how Stacking Delights was like stacking pancakes. And for whatever reason, my mind thought of breakfast. And I thought of sunny side up eggs. And I was like, sunny side up, sunny side, sunny, bright, light, up, sunny side. And here we are. The sunny side is this song. That was crazy. He didn't do that in rehearsal.
Day after day, I learned to chase more shine. Now I can say that everything's alright. Look how far I've come, night after night. Where I get light from, sometimes I write some. My one, I'll just admire one hell of a ride on the sunny side. The sunny side.
Sit back, relax, go on a ride with me. Just grab the map, follow the line in me. So fast we roll past the time limit. If a tie get flat, find a light in it. In a minute exact to let it maul over. Till a minute exact to let it maul over. In a minute exact to let it maul over. Ain't no pushing me back till I was pulled over. Look close enough, it's just fine. Who knows, it might be a sign. Where we going is up to sunrise. Don't stop till you get enough shine. Tighten all your light bulbs by nightfall. Despite odds, it might shut all lights off.
The sunny side. The sunny side.
Chase the light. Chase the light. Chase the light. Chase the light.
No time for wasting, now we're chasing the light.
Chase the light.
What's done is done, and now we fight for our lives.
Chase the light.
Walk through the streets, and now we're chasing the light. We won't hide in the shadows. We won't walk through the shadows on the sunny side.
If we ever need to run and hide, I can see us on the sunny side. Then we get to touch the light with a butterflies flutter by. No shade you throw will ever come close to any darkness I've been through. And if I'm running low on glow, I get some more from who I run into. No, they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'ma wake up and smell the roses in a field of whoopsie daisies. We may be gone away from home, but the way we gone won't take me long. The chase is on when I take you on.
The sunny side. The sunny side.
Chase the light. Chase the light. Chase the light. Chase the light.
No time for wasting, now we're chasing the light.
Chasing the light.
What's done is done, and now we fight for our lives.
Fight for our
Walk through
lives.
the streets, and now we're chasing the light. We won't hide in the shadows. We won't walk in the shadows.
On the sunny side.
Chasing the light.
Chase the light.
On the sunny side.
Chase the light.
Chasing the light.
Chase the light. Chase the light.
On the sunny side.
So as you know, we've been going through some dark times lately. What's crazy about dark times is we've always been going through it. It blows my mind. If you think about Martin Luther King and Abraham Lincoln, if you look at the history, they both were assassinated within 100 years of each other for the same thing, pretty much. So it blows my mind that a couple weeks ago, we still have assassinations. So that tells me that the darkness that we go through and that we see, it's inevitable. There's a saying we say called the light at the end of the tunnel. What's ironic about the light at the end of the tunnel is that the light is at the end. Think about that saying. So when you're in the tunnel and you're in the darkness, remember that the light may not always be around you. You might have to go chase it.
Chasing the light
So chase
on
the light,
side.
and you're chasing the light.
Chasing the light.
So I got something I want to do, and if y'all could follow me,
Side.
it sounds really cool. You ready?
Chasing the light.
When I chase the light, I just chase the light. When I chase the light, I just chase the light. When I chase the light, I just
Can y'all say that?
when I chase the light, I just
I don't hear y'all.
Chasing the light. The sunny side. Chasing the light. On the sunny side. Chasing the light. On the sunny side. Chasing the light.
chase the light, I just chase the light. When I chase the light, I just chase
Chasing the light.
I chase the light, I just chase the light. When I chase the light, I just chase the light. When I chase the light,
On the sunny side.
The sunny side. Thank you.
J. Also Boogie. I'm Mark
Ippolito. Thank you, guys. I got merch in the back. Thank you.
Mark Ippolito, J. Oso Boogie, welcome to the Bushwick Book Club. You can catch Mark on October 2nd, Connor Byrne Co-op, and a tribute to the words. Oh, that can stay. That still can stay. I think. That's what I heard. Yeah. Okay. All right. In a tribute to the life and music of Nancy Griffith, and also on October 29th at the Royal Room. Walter, you've been pretty good on the slides back there. Let's talk a little bit about the partnerships that Bushwick does. We just started our, I don't even know what, but it's 2 digits worth of annual partnership with Jack Straw Cultural Center. And we will be doing regular video releases of original music inspired by all 12 of the writers that are part of this year's Jack Straw Writers cohort. This was episode 1. Episode 2 is coming out this Wednesday. We are excited for 3 dates with Seattle Arts and Lectures poetry series. We celebrated 10 years of partnership with Sal last year, so this will be number 11. And just last week in this very space, we partnered with Hedgebrook and the Great Minds event. We had Julia Massey, Drea Marilyn, and Karen Laura Peters, who happens to be on stage right now, giving us original music inspired by authors who were in the room: Julia Phillips, Mira Jacob, and Kirsten Chen. Fun fact, Hedgebrook program manager Amber Flame is also on the bill tonight. What? It's Kay Van Petten is a musician and poet floating between the mediums of poetry, music, and beyond. Their work blends sounds and words, most notably in For Someone, a cassette of audio poetry and ambient music transmitted via residency at Centrum in Port Townsend and released by the label Hello America Stereo Cassette. They're currently seeding a new project, False Hemlock. Fun fact, that cassette, entirely inspired by the work of Ross Gay. Kay Van Petten.
No, I'm not. I'm in the DI. But we can go into this DI right here. That's perfect. No, I prefer it. Yeah. Oh, you. As long as it works. Awesome. Well, hi, I'm Kay, and Ross Gay saved my life. Anyone else? Yeah, so I first discovered Ross Gay about a decade ago and read the catalog of Unabashed Gratitude, and it blew my mind. And it became this kind of voice in my head, like, you know, amidst all of this like doom, I could hear Ross Gay's voice in my head immediately after reading it, so it forever kind of altered my brain chemistry, I think. And then in the year 2021, I was set to do an artist residency at Centrum, like my bio said. Has anyone else done a residency there? Yeah. Amazing. It's a really special place out in Port Townsend. We just got back from spending a month there in August, which was amazing. But I was gearing up to do that residency, and I was here in Capitol Hill, and I walked by what used to be Everyday Music, the record store, and there was a huge sign that said, "First record of spoken poetry since the Beats." I don't know if that was true, but they were talking about Ross Gay's Dilate Your Heart, which was the catalog of Unabashed Gratitude as a record. Spoken poetry with music by some of my favorite musicians, Gia Margaret, Bon Iver, and so many others. And it's beautiful. If you haven't heard it, you should go listen to it, put it in your ears. I mean, he even more so became a voice in my head. And so when I was rereading it for this show, I stopped on this chapter where he was talking about, he opens the chapter by saying, not a bad earworm to have. And he's talking about Stevie Wonder's Come Back as a Flower, which is also a beautiful song, and talking about how it's this lovely earworm to have in the back of your head while you're watching or doing some challenging things. He was at an airport. And I realized in that moment, like, he is my earworm. Like, he is my not a bad earworm to have, where I have his voice everywhere I go. I can hear his voice. And it became this positive force that saved my life and changed the way that I think completely. So this is a song called Earworm, inspired completely by that. Can you hear the guitar okay? I could use a little more in the monitor if you have any. Okay. After the rain, first in a while, walking in the neighborhood under a hood, smelling the pavement, I hear your voice, and it finds delight in what I never could. Not a bad earworm to have, especially given the times. Come on, be real. It has been hell. Isn't this all we can take in one life? Forgive me, Mother, I have been angry. Reincarnation is possible, right? Not a bad earworm to have. I could come back as a flower. Maybe it's science, I'm calling it magic, that tells us to pick up the phone. Darling, I love you, let the hope fool you. I know you can see it, I know. Not a bad earworm to have. I can't of the fruit, all we can give out before we must die. Let me be water, let me swim laps in all of the things that I wonder about. It could be you, or it could be them. It could be all of the things that they said. It could be us. We could be heroes. We could be all of the things in your head. It could be nothing. Or it could be waiting. It could take everything you have to give. It could save lives. It could mean something. It could be the most useful thing we can do. Not a bad earworm to end. There is a way to delight. Delight, delight, delight. Can we do it again? You can sing with us. Delight, delight, delight. After the flood, which could come soon, the least we could do is hold open a door. Connor Cash Colbert on vocals and Karen on the cello. Thank you so much.
Kay Van Petten. Joined by Connor Cash Colbert and Karen Laura Peters, both of whom you'll hear from later. It was the 3 Name Club just now. That was kind of nice. Yeah. If you want to hear more of Kay, you can on October 17th for the Cataldo album release at the Ballard Homestead. I also want to thank Mark Ippolito for helping me check one thing off of my, it says membership plug right here, but it already happened. So that's great. Keep the show moving. I love it. One of the things that we do is we have all of the performers in a given show sign a copy of the show poster, and then we do a silent auction. So feel free to contribute to that if you're having such a delightful time that you want to take home a tangible visual reminder. For the 3rd year in a row, all of our artwork is coming from Barbie Statman. Indeed. Just because she moved to Taiwan doesn't mean she has to stop doing our artwork. We learned last year that sometimes you have to explain about silent auctions, and that the convention is that the number should go up with each successive thing. So we would request that if you choose to participate. We had to make that really explicit at our members only show last year. So we're doing that again. That'll be Where the Wild Things Are in March. That's a good escape. This is Peter Donovan, who told me just a moment ago he's dreading what I'm going to read here, but you submitted it. So there we go. Peter Donovan. No. Peter Donovan blends vivid storytelling with cinematic imagery alongside writing original songs for films. He has released 2 solo albums, This Better Be Good and Community Theatre, both marked by sharp lyricism and heartfelt melodies. He has joined us in the past for original music inspired by scary stories to tell in the dark and a lot more, but that's the only one you put down. These performers, they get tired of that form if they even get to it, and they just click submit. In any case, please welcome. Peter also joined me and Karen Laura Peters on KBCS 91.3 FM yesterday. KBCS has been a longtime supporter of what we do and an incredible voice for music and ideas in the region. And they are going to have some performers from every show on every month this year. Yeah. So I've already heard this song, and if you were listening, you had too, but I'm going to pretend like it's new. Peter Donovan.
Thank you, Wes. So the essay that stuck out to me the most from this book was the one, I think it was called Reckless Air Quotes. It's about this guy that he knows that uses air quotes quite recklessly, and he finds that quite egregious. And so I kind of started as this like character study of this like really obnoxious person that uses air quotes a lot. And all of my songs kind of eventually evolve into sad love songs. So this is Reckless Air Quotes, and it's about your friend's annoying boyfriend. And there are a lot of lyrics in here that have air quotes around them, but obviously I can't do that, so you can kind of use your imagination to fill that part in. Well, he calls it the grind, but he sleeps till noon. Makes time for self-care, underwear, video game chair, mom's living room. He's got big ideas, but no plans real soon. And always says he's doing the work, but nothing's new. And he puts love in air quotes. Says he's growing up, but he won't. And all that noise for just one note, a standard issue, man, that's the joke. He's got a mixtape, a total game changer, and his drum videos are gonna make dude famous. Life's a journey, he says, not a race. But he crashes every downbeat just in case. And he puts love in air quotes. Says he's growing up, but he won't. And all that noise for just one note, standard issue, man, that's the joke. Just a reckless use of air quotes. Must like danger, baby. You got red flags waving daily, and your boss so low he tripped and fell. Did you have played out on your mood board? Basic circle twice. You said legit, it's like babysitting, but I guess that's what you like. I guess that's what you like. And he said he's just leaning into his truth these days. You know, laundry piles and microwave trays. And he puts love in air quotes. Says he's growing up, but he won't. And all that noise for just one note, standard issue, man, that's the joke. Don't know why you're holding out hope for love in air quotes. Says he's growing up, but he won't. And all that noise for just one note, standard issue, man, that's the joke. Just a reckless use of air quotes. Reckless use of air quotes.
Donovan. Thank you, Peter, for that song. One more thing I want to say about membership. Before we bring up, well, he can come up before I introduce our final performer of Act 1. Then we'll have an intermission, and then we'll have 5 more acts. Right? That's what you get at a Bushwick Book Club Seattle show. We started this middle of last season. If you're a member of the Bushwick Book Club Seattle, at any level, at the end of the show, you can come take a book off of the member bookshelf that we wheel from the back office every time on a furniture dolly. You can't take my copy of the Book of Delights up top, and you can't take Hugo House's typewriter. But everything else is fair game, right? If you join tonight, you're in, right? You join, you buy season tickets, that's 10 more books that you could have this year. Do I need to like have an NDA involved in this?
Your greed sickens me.
The clock and the plant I borrowed from the front bar to sort of round this out today. Most of the layout, by the way, done by Walter Monger, who's volunteer extraordinaire tonight. You can't take take a book. It's the book club. If you want to join the Bushwick Flatbush Plant Club, go join that. All right. Townsend Solitaire, a.k.a. Bobby Odell, is a classically trained percussionist turned folk musician who prioritizes and treasures genuineness above all else. Genuineness. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. His ensemble released their debut Chamber Folk LP, Glad to Be Alive, in 2024, and a 3-song EP titled what? I don't know. I think he just wrote titled last summer. It's all right. I should have caught that. That's probably on me. In the past, Bobby has joined us for original music inspired by Red at the Bone, Where the Crawdads Sing, and Band Book Club. Townsend Solitaire.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. I love currently Bushwick. It's I'm 29 years old. I'm in my late 20s. I'm almost 30, and in my I guess it's not late. It's just as an adult, I found it hard to read. You know, when I was a child, I loved to read a lot. So this is being a part of this. Reconnects me with that. I love this book. Ross Gay is so. I love his prose, I love his writing style. It's so descriptive, so melancholic, and so melodramatic in a lot of ways because the beauty he's attributing to very arbitrary and mundane things is something that I also do. And particularly, I notice that it happens when I'm grieving, when I'm in the lowest of my lows, or I'm in these valleys. Those are the moments when and him, obviously, that you'll walk outside and you'll think that you see the beauty of all creation on a drop of water on a leaf, and you're like, wow, I'm gonna cry. This is so dramatic, but it's I really felt a kindred spirit within him in that. So my song isn't necessarily about the book or any of the essays in it. It's more of inspired by it. I live in Rainier Valley. I live in South Seattle, and I live a running distance to Seward Park. So when I'm grieving, which I often am, I will run or walk to the park and look at the water, go through the trail system, and just, realize things. Just think. So this song's not as delightful and cheery as he recommends, but I think it maintains the same spirit. This is called Ivy.
Shadows crawl from my feet to the trees, they're familiar. They're taking shape of all I've left, I'm sure. But it's fading now and the light starts to hide in the hills. still. And I don't think we'll speak again. And only the lost ones get to play pretend. Ivy crawls in abandoned lots down Seward Parkway. Both of us reach for the sun today. And all along the coast I see my childhood days reflecting their throne right back in my face. I'll never see you again, but I'll stay lost so that I can play pretend. Thank you so much.
Townsend Solitaire. You can catch Bobby on October 22nd at the Sunset Tavern. We are going to take a short intermission. Check out artists' merch. Bid on a poster. Talk to one of us about membership. Decorate a bookmark. Take a free button. Visit Jason at the bar. Sign up for the quiz. All the things you can do. There are also bathrooms as well. We'll be right back here with a whole lot more music. Thanks again for being here or tuning in.
Now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page. Now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
Down this rabbit hole, we go tumbling, we go falling down, down this rabbit hole, we go seeking, we go looking for home. And my mind, it steps aside as my head, it bends in the wind. I smoke your jokes and I'm laughing like a girl. I go riding on your riddles and your pearls, your riddles and your pearls. I'm never bored of this world, just a chore of playing along. Like I don't see the mystery and the song. What am I worrying about? We're coming like a whisper and we're born into a shout. Our voices, they carry on and on, on and on and on and on, on and on and on and on. this rabbit hole. We go falling, we go looking for home. Home. A wise man once said the man must learn to bear a certain portion of uncertainty. And you were aging, and the war was raging, and darkness was reaching across the seas as Uncle Sam came to you calling. Did you know what you give them? Oh, God help you. God help you. You old man. Was it like a puzzle when you were little? Did you know the game you were playing? And was it worth the trouble as the secrets stumble in the race to win history? Oh, God help you. God help you. You old man. You stole the fire from the sun, but you never questioned what you've done. God help you. God help you. You old man.
That's it, you're the one that asked for war. So I'm deadbolting the door. You ain't my man no more. So sorry, my hand's heavy with a silver knife. Come close, you gotta taste its bite. This'll be the last drunken night. You hurt me, you don't know how long I have tried. I sacrifice my sense of pride for you. Just look at what that choice has led me to. truth is shining through. I'm sorry, baby, you don't get to give me back. I'm ready to open my eyes to the cold, hard truth in my face. You hit my limits on how much abuse this woman's willing to take. You hear me, coy smile, and I bit my tongue. Every time they told me what you done, I stood by, didn't cut and run. But now, boy, you're guilty, so don't you dare come after me, unless you plan to leave crawling. High time you spend some time on your knees, dragging your own baggage. You don't know how long I have tried. I sacrifice my sense of pride for you, and just look at what that choice is led me to. Now the truth is shining through. I'm sorry, baby, you don't get to give me back. I'm ready to open my eyes to the cold, hard truth in my face. You hit my limit on how much abuse this woman's willing to take. I'm ready to open my eyes to the cold, hard truth in my face. You hit my limit on how much abuse this woman's willing to take.
In the beginning, when man created God, he made his own image with a staff and a rod for comfort and love on that shadowy walk through the valley of gathering dark, that valley of gathering dark. Heaven waits for those they say who suffer day by day by day, and that it seems explains away why bloodshed and war remain, why bloodshed and this war remain. When men invent a different line, their fear of death as life's true design, and violence and fury will overcome kind and leave her for dead by and by. Just leave her for dead by and by. Truth be told, we can't escape You gotta live life with some bit of grace. Just live life with some bit of grace.
Life enduring strife, just for your dreams of love. Striving every day, sail away, find the man that you're made of. Get captured by a man, a pirate man, and ask just why you need to live. The beauty of his life, his future wife, is the reason that he gives. So he learns to fence and fight and does it right. 5 years have gone, he's captain now. Fortune, fear, and fame are his to claim. He sails off to his bride now. He can't believe his ears when he hears that she's betrothed to Humperdinck. He feels betrayed, ashamed, she's not to blame, because his name, it rhymes with stink. He finds her in a mask, please do not ask, it was his task. I am abridging now. It takes a lot of time to make a rhyme. Ah, they are kissing now. Captured now, tortured every breath.
Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon
Welcome
to catch
back.
myself.
Those of you here in the room with me, those of you joining from home or wherever you might be, thank you again for coming out and supporting the Bushwick Book Club Seattle presents original music inspired by Ross Gay's The Book of Delights, show number 1 in our 16th Mainstage season, The Escape Plan. Coming up in October is Jurassic Park. November is Ursula K. Le Guin's The Dispossessed. December will be our annual Ink Aloud collaboration, working with curator Kristen Miyaris Young for that. January will be Percival Everett's James. Switch those out. Pulitzer Prize winning up. Bushwick's first romance novel on Valentine's Day. Beach read. Where the Wild Things Are in March. The Princess Bride in April. Interior Chinatown in May, and Cosmo Nights Hannah Templar in June. All right, I stalled long enough. If you're not here, you're not playing the quiz. All right, it's quiz time. Since March of 2012, we've done a quiz after every intermission of the Bushwick Show. This is production assistant and just essential cog in the machine, Alicia Baker. Can we give her a big hand? Alicia's gonna help out. If we call your name, come on up to these stairs over here, tread lightly, and Alicia will help you with our complicated technical system here to write your name on our fancy digital scoring device here. Yes, Jeff.
Remember the auction for the poster?
Oh yeah, yes. Jeff wants you to keep bidding on the poster. It's really nice. Yeah. No, higher? You can bid more than once as long as the number goes this way. That's correct. Susan wants it, and I think Susan's in the lead. All right, and if I know one thing about my friend Susan, it's that she will bite if you start a bidding war. So, if you want to take Mark Ippolito's advice and support us, right, just antagonize my friend Susan sitting in the middle, right there. Very good. We love our supporters. We very much do. All right, prizes that you're playing for. All right, third place in the quiz will get a Bushwick beverage koozie. Or cozy if you prefer. Second place in the quiz will get a Bushwick beverage koozie and our Overstock Banned Books last season's t-shirts. Multiple sizes remain. All right, yes. Banned Books with all the titles. First place in the quiz will get a koozie, a shirt, and a print of one of the posters from last year. Your choice of what we still have in stock out there. Artwork by Barbie Statman. All three can take a book off the shelf. If you win, if you're a quiz contestant and a member, you can take one now and one later. All right, so we're all on the same page. The first quiz question of 2025-2026. Ross Gay set an intention to write a short essay every blank. A, day. B, decade. C, century. D, millennium. That wasn't one of the options. A, that's correct. Every day. That is how the Book of Delights was born. All right, if we call your name, come up and await further instruction. That's not the correct answer. No way. There's one in every crowd. Susan Howell. So this would be a great time to go bid. Joy. That's not a real name. Who did that? Shannon. Shannon maybe starts with a B. Great, all right, so we got left. Susan, Joy, Shannon, very good. Okay. We know that you all, don't look, that's your station over there. We all know about Ross Gay and Ross Gay's delights, but I want to know how much you know about a different kind of delight, namely Sunny Delight. Sunny D, very low percentage juice beverage product, invented or developed in whatever that means when it comes to food, developed in 1963. I will tell you a flavor, and you have to tell me if that flavor is a Sunny D or Sunny Delight flavor, or a flavor of vape.
How do you think these
Specifically,
things?
Raz brand, because it was overwhelming. Google does not know what to sell me right now. That was the top of the thing. This is not an endorsement of either of these products. I want to be very, very clear about that. Not intended to endorse that, but yes, there is a company called Raz, apparently, and they have some flavors. You'll go in the order first to 3, gets first place. We'll play till all of you get to 3. Susan, you were drawn first, so step right up.
I hate flavors.
You might. Then you might struggle with this.
Just give me plain soda water.
That was a delightful moment right there. Thank you for that. All right, Susan. Strawberry ice. Sunny D or vape?
Oh, Sunny D.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit.
All right, Joy.
I don't want any of them.
Tangy orange.
Sunny D.
That's correct.
Of course it is. Yes.
Fun fact, that's also available in a Sunny D vodka seltzer because they make those.
That sounds good to me.
Internet wouldn't lie. Shannon. Ruby.
Sunny Delight.
No. That is, in fact, a vape flavor. What it is, can't tell you. Susan. Pink lemonade.
That, what was that thing? The Sunny D thing.
No.
Oh, shit.
It is, it's a vape flavor.
Why would people flavor it?
We don't got time. Joy. Bahama Mama.
Sunny D.
That's correct. Okay. Specifically, that's a frozen cocktail from Sunny D's parent company, Harvest Hill Beverage Company, current under the sub-brand Daly's Cocktails. Shannon. Blue raspberry.
Vape.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Sunny D. Susan.
Who wants to drink that?
Georgia peach.
Sunny D.
Nope.
People are smoking.
Joy for the shutout. Fruit punch.
Sunny D.
That's correct. All right.
I
So
would've got all those wrong,
it's a whole new thing. Joy, feel free to start perusing the bookshelf. It's always fun when they're still struggling and you're just over there.
It's so much fun.
Susan.
Yes, sir.
Raspberry limeade.
Vape.
That's correct. Shannon. Cactus Jack.
I have to go with vape.
That's correct. Cactus Jack is a unique mix of tropical cactus fruit and refreshing sweetness.
I am never gonna vape.
Susan.
Yes, sir. It's just
Kiwi strawberry.
vape.
Nope. Sold under the sub-brand Little Hug, but it's same company. Yes. All right, Shannon. Strawberry shortcake.
Vape.
Yeah, either way, it's gross, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting hungry. I don't even get this.
That's why we're having fun.
This is fun?
All right. Graham twist.
That's a vape.
Yes, it is. Two to two.
Ooh.
Specifically, I pulled this. These are real quotes, not air quotes, from the website. Creamy and crunchy graham cracker inspired dessert vape.
It's a strawberry
Right?
shortcake.
Yeah. Anybody after the show? I'm going out for graham twist and pork. All right, for second place, orange peach.
Sunny D.
That's correct. All right, Susan, it's you and me until I flip that last one over.
Oh, brother. I should call my stepbrother vapes.
Cherry Strapple.
Ew. It's a vape.
Yeah, not only is it a vape, it is the ultimate fusion of tangy cherries, juicy strawberries, and the playful sweetness of candy-like undertones.
I am never going to vape.
Audience, one for you. Vicky. I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, this is the world I was in this week. A sunny mix of peach and orange. Thank you all for playing the Bushwick quiz. You can see me or Alicia for the prizes, and the books will come up afterward. We do this every month. Who's ready for Act 2? All right, let's bring up Amber Flame. Amber Flame is an interdisciplinary artist, writer, and educator who has garnered residencies with Hedgebrook, Baldwin for the Arts, and more. Flame has 2 poetry collections, Ordinary Cruelty from Wrights Bloody Press in 2017, and Apocrypha from Red Hen Press in 2023. Last of the Red Hot Mamas. Wait, that was the end of a sentence. She is at work on another manuscript, a film, and tours with her band, Last of the Red Hot Mamas. Flame is a queer black dandy mama who falls hard for a jumpsuit and fresh kicks. She is also co-founder of Generous Press, a new romance fiction press focused on publishing work by BIPOC, LGBTQI+, and disabled folks. Fun fact, Flame is also on the very short list of people who have been featured by the Bushwick Book Club Seattle as both musician and author. Amber Flame.
Thank you for having me here. Oh, thank you for being here. Oh, the Book of Delights. I'm joined by Kay Van Petten and Karen Laura Peters. Thank you so much for being community here with me today. Can we all take a breath together? If you don't have your feet on the floor flat, could you put your feet flat on the floor? If your hands are crossed or your arms are crossed, if you could uncross them and just, you don't have to close your eyes, but if you could just take a moment to focus on your breath and just breathe with me for a moment. It's such a heavy time, and we are carrying so many things. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that I arrive here really heavy with grief, and so I might cry. Thank you. Thank you, bestie. Thank you for having me. I thought I would come to Ross Gay's work as a whole. I bought all the books, and I thought I would read from the beginning through the end. And I thought maybe I would see how he began so heavy and got to joy. And when this opportunity came, I was like, perfect, okay. I'll begin here, and then I will get to the book and I'll be ready for it. And then a dear love of mine died. And it did what grief does, it knocks you. And so I couldn't read all the books. I didn't have the time, the space. And this show approached, and I hadn't written a song. And the book sat there, and I was like, I'm gonna read the other ones, I'm gonna read the other ones. I'm not ready for delight. But I had to write a song. So I opened the book, and there were delights, but there was a lot of grief in that book. It wasn't just it was And when I got to the essay, joy is such human madness, a quote from Zadie Smith, it knocked me. And I read the rest of the book, but I kept coming back to that one, and I dog-eared pages, which I never do. I like my books pristine, as if I never touched them. But I dog-eared that page, and then I dog-eared another page. Who am I? I've monstrously destroyed my book of delights, because I had to turn back to it. So here I am with this song for you. If delight is both of light and without light, and to have someone is to prepare yourself to lose them. Compress your sorrow next to mine, to love what we love is so wild. It's terror, it's delight. And if the trees are stronger when leaves fall down, what comes in the hall, grief punches through us. Will you press your sorrow right next to mine? To love what we love is so wild. It's terror, it's delight. And if joy is just human madness to help us bear the intolerable, won't you press your sorrow right next to mine? To love what we love is so wild. It's terror, it's delight. Won't you press your sorrow right next to mine to love what we love is so wild. It's terror, it's delight. Thank you.
Amber Flame. Joined by Kay Van Petten, Sarah and Laura Peters. Remember, if you want to look up any of these folk, follow them, figure out where you can catch them. We keep a digital program for every one of these shows. This one's at bit.ly/delights-pgm. And if you really like QR codes or bit.ly links, we have another one, because Amy Zoe, for several seasons in a row now, creates an original crossword puzzle for every one of our shows. The Book of Delights themed crossword puzzle lives at bit.ly/delights-crossword. Rolls right off the tongue. There you are. We'll also make the live stream archive of this public after a few days if you want to. If you're just really enjoying these slides, you want to go see those again, you can certainly do that. Hey, we have another first-timer coming up. Connor Cash Colbert, who you've already seen, but now you're really going to get to know, is a songwriter and poet living on the unceded traditional lands of the Duwamish people, past and present in Seattle. He's a member of the alt-folk band False Hemlock, an editorial assistant at Poetry Northwest, and Hannah's dad. Please give a warm first-timer welcome for Connor Cash Colbert.
Thank you, Wes. Hi, everybody. Oh, can y'all give it up again one more time for Amber Flame? I was getting nervous, sitting in my seat, like my song is coming up, and that really just took it all away. Refocused me on what I want to come sing for you all about, because I want to pull on this thread a little bit too. My song is called Strange Devotion. It's a song about my grandmother. I've been writing a lot about both of my grandmothers this year. They're both gone now. But they were both artists, and in many small ways, the extent to which they're, one of them was a writer. This one's about my Mimi Susie, who was like a sketch artist and a painter. But some of the ways in which that the way that they kept art making and being creative close to their heart throughout their lives was hidden to me when I was a child. And in some cases became more apparent later on. How this connects to the Book of Delights is that I've been a fan of Ross Gay for a really long time, and I, just like Amber, I feel like when I turn to Ross Gay's work, there is a top layer of delight and joy, but a lot of depth and sorrow and grief, because that's what it is to be alive, is to hold both of those things in your hands at the same time. And I think Ross Gay does that really well, and I was particularly moved by, in the essay Ghost, he's talking about his mom describing his dad watching the movie Ghost and crying, which was not like his dad at all. And he specifically says in his mother's construction of the sentence, she says I would come home and he'd be watching Ghost with tears streaming down his face. And Ross Gay points out that it's in this construction of the sentence, he's gone, he's dead, but he's always watching Ghost. This is a song about my grandmother, who in this song is always going to be sketching ducks. Always sketching ducks on the dock behind her house in Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Mickey Mouse lamp trembles on the nightstand. Dawn is in the hallway screaming, kids under the bed. Don't you know that I bought all this shit for you? I am just 11, but suspect that isn't quite true. Mimi hears it all, but doesn't get involved. I see her like this all the time, frozen in the hall. There's things you can take, there are things you lose. A twice divorced immigrant mother, how much of this did you really choose? Sitting on the dock as the sun lies down, the trees sparkle with lightning bugs, no one else around. Watch her watch the world, glamorous and quiet. I see her like this all the time, focused on the light. Sketching all the fancy ducks as they float on by. Every time I hold the pen, I try to see it with your eyes. Where's the light? Where's the motion? Where's the reason for this strange devotion? Why not for me? All the sketchbooks that went right into the trash, all the cursive script that I just couldn't understand. All the years that I thought maybe it was me, just a little bit too much, a little bit too swishy. Cut me from that cloth and let the wind blow through, round and round the plains till I would become a bit more like you. Would you like this song? Could you love me now? Would you want to know me? Do I make you proud? Sitting on the dock as the sun lies down, the trees sparkle with lightning bugs and no one else around. Watch her watch the world, glamorous and quiet. I see her like this all the time, focused on the light. Sketching all the fancy ducks as they float on by. Every time I hold the pen, I try to see it with your eyes. Where's the light, color, and motion? What's the reason for this strange devotion? What's the reason for this strange devotion? Why not me? Thank you.
Connor Cash Colbert. Welcome. Welcome to the club. As it's the beginning of the season, and I want to just list all the things that we're doing, I want to also mention our education program, Styles, Songwriting Through Youth Literature Education. We run programs in schools and in libraries. We take texts students are already reading, talk to them about inspiration, storytelling, and we've got a number of schools already on board for this school year, and we're happy to talk to you if you've got a school that would be interested as well. We've got more bookings open for 2025, 2026, learningwithstyle.com. This is Asha Neely. Currently beginning her senior year at Ballard High School, Asha Neely is an extremely prominent figure in the group of 4 musicians she hangs out with. She has, that's a good line. She has loved music since the very beginning and tries her very hardest to listen to at least one album every day. That's a delight.
Yep.
Yeah. Asha has been playing guitar since she was 11 and performing since 14. She hopes to use her voice to inspire and uplift the confidence and spirits of others in her community. Asha has previously joined Bushwick for original music inspired by Aesop's Fables and the Parable of the Sower. Asha Neely.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad I'm here today. I think one of the reasons why this book inspired me so much because I found my daily routine as a student or as an employee very, very mundane, and just the act of repeatedly waking up and going to a place, talking to the same people, doing the same things. I just felt so just stuck in a loop. But I read this book over the summer, and it really made me laugh, and it really made me notice smaller things within my mundane life, and it made me realize that maybe my life isn't as mundane after all. Some delights I've experienced in the past hour include tonight is my high school's homecoming, and so I'm here instead, of course, but all my other friends decided to go, so I was like, oh shucks. But these 2 lovely people came in and surprised me. As well as some friends from Rain City Rock Camp. Thank you so much. However, during intermission, if you see blood coming off my finger, it's because he knocked me into a wall. So we're gonna try to accommodate with this delight here. So we'll try not to get too messy, but if we do, it's a delight. I think we'll be okay, but we'll see. So, yeah, thank you.
Condescension, I try to pay attention, it's beyond all comprehension. But
Asha Neely. Suffering for art. We're gonna need the hazmat kit. I believe Asha told me. Yeah, come over here, Erika. Yes. Mm-hmm. I believe Asha told me that her band has a Halloween gig, so you can ask Asha about that. And I forgot to mention after Connor cashed Colbert. You can catch Connor October 4th at the Rabbit Box. We have another first timer. Erika Lundahl is a multidisciplinary musician and community organizer committed to low-carbon touring in her electric vehicle. Based on Coast Salish land in Seattle, Erika's folk medicine roots in personal and collective histories of resilience, dancing between shadow and light to seek futures of abundance, possibility, and healing. Her newest album, Messy Blessed Infinity, is an exuberant love letter to the world wrapped in notes that bend from energized folk rock to hushed spoken word poetry. Please give a warm and exuberant first-timer welcome to Erika Lundahl. I might need to fill. That's all right. What else did we? Oh gosh. Well, let's do some thank yous while I'm here. How about Cameron Newell, front of house sound, back of the room, dealing with all these inputs and egos. It's not easy to do. Dylan Randolph is running our live stream tech. Put some thumbs and hearts in the chat for Dylan. Barbie Statman does our season graphic design. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle theme song written and performed by Julia Massey. We had a cheerful intermission song, which was last year's Banned Books theme song called Don't Burn Books by the Half Brothers, and we enjoyed it so much that we're keeping it. So, snaps for them. The Bushwick Book Club premise comes courtesy of Susan Wong. Thanks so much to Alex, our volunteer, who greeted you at the door. The Bushwick production team, Jeff Larson, Carrie Garvin, Drea Marilyn, Emily Persia, Alicia Baker, Wes Weddell. Drea is pulling double duty as our photographer tonight. How about Henry Jason at the bar? From Hugo House, want to give a nod to Executive Director Pepe and Nat as well. Check out the full lineup of fall class offerings that Hugo House has going. And yep, we did it. Once again, first time welcome for Erika Lundahl.
Performers of the ways that sorrow or grief and joy, delight sit right next to one another as twins. I've been going through a decoupling season with my longtime partner, and my new therapist suggested a gratitude journal. A good buddy of mine, Aaron Lindstrom, who's a wonderful performer as well, he offered to be my accountability buddy for gratitude. So every morning, one of us sends 3 things we're grateful for, and then the other person, that's their little wake-up call to say, hey, remember 3 things that you're grateful for. And I've been really blessed to have this book as a companion in the last few weeks. because it has reminded me to steer towards delight. I jumped into sound last week, kind of at the behest of the book. And it reminded me to steer towards joy when I remembered that it was Fat Bear Week last week. When we celebrate the giant bears of Alaska eating all of their salmon. Just this song kind of channeled through all of that. Coffee in the morning, delight. Spider weaving webs of story, delight. Basking in autumnal glory, delight. Little cat licking her paw, delight. I was feeling blue when my sister called. I was balancing twin basketball. Sorrow, sorrow, and strangers smile in the grocery line. Rats running wild on those power lines. Pull the car, braver side.
This is our last song coming up, and we will announce the winner at the conclusion of this song. Last call for poster bids. If you want to look ahead to what the poster that will be auctioning off next month might look like, remember, October 18th is original music inspired by Jurassic Park. Wait. You back there? Oh, what did you? Oh, that was so we had a small fundraiser event this summer, and one of the items is go to a Mariners game with Jeff and Wes. Jeff and I are big baseball people, and so we like to offer that to anybody who wants to share that space with us. And after the third inning, they put the groups and organizations in attendance up there. And so we got all ready, and we had this plan for where to look for the photograph, and they're doing it in alphabetical order, and we're way past the B's, and nothing is happening. And then the next inning starts, and it was under the. We were up there. It's the Bushwick Book. So we had our moment, 5 minutes into the next inning, for no apparent reason, this small section of people went, ah! So anyway, so that's another thing you can bid on at some point. So October 18th, right? Spooky season, original music inspired by Jurassic Park. November's show, I believe that's the 15th, will be Ursula K. Le Guin's The Dispossessed, which might not even be in there. Oh no, he's got it. Yeah, there it is. All right, Walter, you're on it. But for right now, let's hear one more song in this evening of original music inspired by the Book of Delights. Karen Laura Peters is a songwriter, storyteller, experience creator, and singing cellist with a collaborative nature and a gift for sharing her heart. She is a storyteller and experience creator who invites audiences into connection and feeling. Karen is a member of the indie soul band Queen of Hearts and the co-founder of Momentum, an organization that helps musicians feel inspired, connected, and empowered on their music journey. Karen released a brand new single yesterday, and we heard it on the radio. This is Karen's second appearance following The Devil's Highway last season. Please welcome Karen Laura Peters.
Thank you so much. What an honor to go after all those incredible songs and incredible humans sharing their experience of the book. So yeah, thanks for sharing all that. Who in the audience has ever loved someone? I hope everyone.
Guilty.
I am really struck by how loving another person can awaken the delight of our daily lives, our senses, the way we experience the world. Love awakens love within ourselves and outside of ourselves, and sometimes love is complicated. Sometimes we get what we want, sometimes we don't. And kind of like what other people were talking about in their songs, like the light and the dark, the loss and the having, all being a part of delight. We can't have one without the other. So this is my song. Thanks for listening. One second.
All I want is a mud flat, palm of my hand in the sand. All I've got is a fingertip, holding the ocean back. Your words are on my tongue, loving the taste of us. Your eyes a pleading hue, and I know what moves you. I give in, I let it win. I want you to look out into the deep blue. I could crawl inside your eyes when you do. I think you are a dandelion seed floating. Summer is right on time. I'm overripe inside. Pleasure is how we speak when no one is listening. I give in, I let it win. I want you to look out into the deep blue. I could crawl inside your eyes when you do. I see you in the full river floating. Want you to look out into the deep blue. I could crawl inside your eyes when you do. I think you are a dandelion seed floating.
Karen Laura Peters. New single Patterns out yesterday. Please keep that going for everyone we heard original music from. Where's Beth? Ben Mish, Mark Ippolito and J. Oso Boogie, Kay Van Petten, Peter Donovan, Townsend Solitaire, Amber Flame, Connor Cash Colbert, Asha Neely, Erika Lundahl, and Karen Laura Peters. Thank you. So glad to have the season underway. Hey, Alicia, who won the poster? This got more dramatic. Susan Howell. All right. Mess with her at your own peril. Thank you, Susan, for your support. Thank you all for being here. See you again October 18th for original music inspired by Jurassic Park. Take care and be kind.
Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad